Hey, I'm in the parking lot. Got to this event a little bit early, so the weekends for me are very, very eventful. It's like, I do dancing Friday, Saturday, then every other Sunday, and then today I'm going to. It's called like tree running. It's like some kind of like obstacle course and like the tree with like zip lines and stuff like that. So it should be fun. Um, and yeah, really, really excited to kind of do that for a minute. I'm trying to get more active this year and just like spend like majority of my time being like walking around or standing or whatever. Which ironic, because I'm sitting in the car filming this video, but it's just how it comes sometimes. So in today's video, one principle of success, and like I like doing these videos where I just kind of like remember things that have either worked for myself or just things I've learned. So man, it's 82 degrees out here. It was feeling good for a minute. Now I turned off the car, so now it's hot. So I'm gonna sit here for a minute, but now it's too loud. Let me see. Let me put up I'll do the sunroof. Hopefully that'll give me some wind flow. Oh, it's so nice. I'm sorry, I've never wound it back that far. It's interesting to kind of look at it. Look at it as it's doing that, Hopefully it doesn't rain while I'm doing this video. That's the risk you gotta take sometime. But yeah, so in terms of growing the business, the first thing is really preparation. So a lot of people in this game, they just don't prepare. It's almost like people kind of sabotage themselves. The worst time to do something new or to start something new is like when you need to do it. The worst time to start a business is when you just lost your job. Usually you want to start a business while you still have a job for a couple of different reasons. Number one, if you don't have the job, you don't have the income coming in that you're used to, a lot of times you're going to like go into this panic mode, and it causes most people to really struggle to get sales because the other person kind of feel the desperation in your voice. And even if I'm not necessarily saying it's a red flag to have the desperation, but most people cannot accurately assess what is causing that desperation, so they actually attribute it to your skill sets. So then they don't work with you, and now it's like creates this downward spiral, because now the next time that you go in, you're like, oh, I don't know if someone's gonna hire me, I don't know if I need the money, and it's just like it comes across in your voice. And the next time the same thing happens, and every single time that you don't get the sale, it comes across more and more and more and more. It's just very hard for most people to kind of turn that around. So start the business like when you literally already have work and money coming in. Okay, that's part of preparation. Another thing is like start learning how to utilize the time you have to do the best you can to go and make more money. Okay, a lot of people will struggle because they don't understand that how we think about the game and how we think about approaching every single thing cause them to be stuck. Like, I can't tell you. So like sometimes and if you guys haven't already checked the link inside the description about my mentorship program, I recommend you do. But there are a lot of people that will come on like my mentorship program call, and like they don't do any preparation. Like they haven't thought about their business, they haven't thought about marketing, they haven't really gotten started, they haven't watched any of my videos, they kind of booked the call, they didn't really watch any of the preparation videos before. It's just like they're just kind of winging their business. And it's just like, yeah, I mean, you've been doing this for 6 months and you don't have any clients. It's like, is there, there's probably a reason why. And just based on how you prepared for this like meeting and just how you've been running your business, it's like it's not really that big of a wonder why you're not really succeeding, right? And like, fortunately and unfortunately, it's kind of my job to kind of tell people the truth. And that's why, like, sometimes, like, on these videos I say, like, hey, like, we're really select about who we work with, because it's like, if you don't understand how to prepare, if you don't really understand how to really approach life and business, I'm more of a person that's like going to give someone who's ready the tool set, someone that's already prepared and is professional. I give you the tool sets to be able to take that professionalism, the underlying level of professionalism, give you the right skill sets to be able to grow the business. But if you don't have that, it's like, it's kind of very frustrating to have to like teach that. And it's not that like I'm not willing to do it, but it's just like it doesn't fire me up to help someone that doesn't take things seriously and doesn't prepare things the right way. The next thing is you have to start playing asymmetric games. So when I say an asymmetric game, what I mean is you need to play games where for every dollar you put in, you can get $3, $5, or $10 back. So a couple of versions of asymmetric games. So that's advertising. So for me, for example, every single time I invest $1 in advertising, I get $3 out. Now you might ask, like, Bryce, why are you not like a billionaire then? Like, there are limits to this, right? You can't just play the game forever. There's limits to like how many clients I take on. There's limits to how much team I have, how much support we can offer, right? Especially with like every business model is going to have like its breakdown. It's like its high points and its low points. But I'm always looking for that. And it's like, as long as that pattern holds, I just keep doing it over and over and over and over again. And I'm always annoyed by the fact that I didn't spend more money when I could have spent more money on the stuff. It's like, man, if you're already getting this direct return, why were there times when I didn't spend that much? Why were there times when I got scared? Why were there times when I didn't understand it, right? Oftentimes what happens, if you don't understand the investment that you're doing, it's very, very easy for you to kind of not trust it. And like, so if you're going to do any kind of investing, any kind of thing, like, you have to know your numbers and like know what do you need to have happen in order for that to succeed. One thing that really helps people, like an investment no one really thinks about, is the investment in yourself. So for me, I have a lifetime, I think it's like a lifetime average of every dollar I've put into a course, I believe it's like anywhere between, every dollar is giving about anywhere between like 11 to about $25. What is that? 10, about 25. I've invested about 150 grand inside of like business courses. Yeah, give or take about an extra 5 to 10%. But all I have to say is, like, most people don't even think about that. They think in like terms of what they buy, and it's always external. Like, I want to go buy a rental property. I want to go buy a stock. But they don't really understand. It's like, no, just buy the skill set to get better. It's the same thing that you did, like when you got your accounting skills. Or if, let's say you're not in accounting, let's say that you're in like nursing or in like real estate. Like, you've had to invest some kind of money in your schooling in order to go buy more skills, in order to get a higher position, in order to get like more opportunities. So why would it stop just because you're starting a business? You think just because you have like a business degree in college, it's gonna like show you how to start a business? And I know that sounds crazy, right? What do you mean, Bryce? I have a business degree, I should be able to start a business. It's not the same. Usually a business degree in like college, they're teaching you how to handle like the managerial side, or more of how to be a cog in a giant wheel. They don't really teach you how to start your own business. And this has changed in recent years, right? Because like they're starting to do like more entrepreneurship like programs and stuff. But even then, they don't really have that many classes when it comes to starting a small business. Like, they don't really have sales classes as much, and like the top business schools will. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but for the majority of people that have a business degree, you're not really ready to start a business. I've seen a lot of people who like even like controllers or what is it called, chief financial officers, who try and start their own business and end up just being like just can't do it because the skill sets are so different, right? It's not that they're impossible skill sets to learn. It's just you have to understand a lot of different aspects and get marginally good at those aspects all at the same time, so you get the result and you're able to consistently get the result. Now you might say, well, I can multitask. It's not the same, because you're specialized, but you so for a career, for example, you probably specialize in accounting, right? But you don't necessarily have the cross skill. That's what it is. There's specialization, but there's also cross skills. Now, the higher the specialization you have in accounting, the easier it is, and like the lower the barrier to entry to do sales is, right? Because like you can really play on your experience to get a client to say yes, right? But the higher someone specialized like in accounting, generally like the the less diversified they are. So they don't understand sales, they don't understand marketing, they don't understand pricing, they don't understand building a team. Like, and you might have people working directly underneath you, but it's different when you have to build it yourself, and you don't really have an infinite budget to do so. You don't have an HR team that can vet out those people, right? So it's a little bit different when you're doing everything yourself, because then you have to get marginally good at that. Now, if you don't have any accounting experience, like, you do have to be better at sales, you do have to be better at marketing, better at pricing, because you can't necessarily rely on your experience as much as what you have to do for your relationship with the potential client. So that's like the biggest switch when it comes to those two things. That's the biggest switch. But yeah, that's why it's like, so this one lady said, I have a business degree. All right, cool. And I'll admit, I got a little irritated when she said, I don't know if I need a program. I have a business degree. Okay, cool. Get off my phone. I was like, get off my phone. And I follow up with her like literally every like 6 months. And like, yeah, I was like, so yeah, has the business degree translated towards starting your own business yet? Well, no, not really. I'm like kind of getting close. Okay, well, maybe you should have done the program. I mean, I don't know. And then like I do that probably, I think she booked the call, I'd say like about a year ago. So I've checked in with her like 2.5 times I think since then. And it's just like, and here's the thing, I'm a pretty relaxed person, but like as soon as someone like disrespects me or says something like crazy to me, like either insulting or just something like that, it's like, okay, you're dead to me. Like, it's like different if you're like family member, you know what I mean? Like if I've had a relationship with you in the past and then you say something crazy, it's different. But like if I'm meeting you and like within the first 45 minutes of meeting you say something like crazy, like, we're done. I had this one guy book a call. He like booked a call for my Facebook group, and he said I'm trying to evaluate if doing a coaching program is worth my time. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess when you say like worth your time, I mean, like, usually when I hear like worth your time, like you're making anywhere between like 150 to like 300K, right? Because I mean, the opportunity cost of your time is very high, right? So it makes sense. I was like, yeah, well, how much you make? About he was doing like a little bit over 50 grand a year, and I was like, oh. And then we kept talking. It's like, well, I don't even know if I think I want to start the business, but I don't know if I can make time for the business. Okay, well, how much time do you have to dedicate to the business? Oh, about an hour a day. Okay, so you're asking if something's worthy of your time, but you're not really giving it that much time. Yeah, but I was like, okay, so wait, so I'm confused. How do you only have 1 hour a day? Do you have a family? No, I'm a bachelor, never married. Okay. Do you have like a hobby or like the gym or something that's taking your time? Oh no. I play video games. I was like, you're an adult playing video games, and you say that you want to like make $8 grand a month in a business, but you don't know if you can have time for it, and you don't know if something's worthy of your time. It's like, I don't know what to tell you, man. At that moment, like it just kind of stacked. Like I was giving him the benefit of the doubt in the beginning, like when he said the worthy of his time thing, but then like everything just kept stacking. I was like, bro, come back when you're ready, man. So I was like, dude, you're not ready to start a business, man. Like, let alone buy like a program. He's like, why are you not trying to sell me your program? Bro, I only sell people I think I can help, man. If I don't think I can help you, I'm not selling into this program. I'm not taking your money, man. I don't want to deal with that headache. Because then you get in, you like blame me, and it's just like, bro, I told him, if you spend more time playing video games than you do, setting up the business that you say that you want to do because you need to quit your job, you're not serious about this, man. Again, that kind of goes back to preparation. And so it's just like, man, you're not taking this stuff serious. I only deal with professionals. I only deal with professionals at this stage of my game. And like, I know that might sound mean, right? But it's like, dude, if someone wants to change their life and is ready to put in that work, and it's not even that hard of work. It's not even that hard. Like an hour was okay, but it was just like, don't talk. He was just talking down on the business. He hadn't even started it. It was like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you don't need 1,000,000 hours, especially if you have a family. Like I asked him, like, do you have a family? If you had a family, it's different, right? Because, I mean, when you have a family, especially if you have, like, multiple children, like, when you have 1 child, 2 children, every single child you have adds, like, 10 times to the amount of time that it takes to really, make sure everyone's taken care of. But when you're, like, single, a bachelor, have no hobbies, and then you're only willing, it was more of a willingness. It was a willingness. It wasn't about the ability, right? I never have a problem if someone is like, if they can't do something because of a logistical thing. Like if you have like five, like we've had students in our program that had 5 kids, they can only put in like 20 minutes a day towards like growing their business, and we help them go and like get to 6 figures a year, right? But when you have all the time in the world and you're just not willing to do something, it's just like you're really disrespecting all the people that are sacrificing, you know, that can be there. And so it's just like that's where I get a little bit annoyed and a little bit frustrated with people. So you know how it is. That's what I'm saying. So it's all about the preparation, and it's all about just like really playing in games where you put $1 in, and at minimum you get $2 to $3 back minimum, right? Because then as long as you do that, you just keep playing that game and you never lose. That's what business is like. That's what this business is like, because you get a client, they stay with you. They stay with you for months, for years, for decades. I think I was talking to one of my students, and we were talking about like the average time that a client stays with an accounting or bookkeeping firm is about 7 years. Let's say that you were getting, let's say that you had a client minimum like was $500 a month. Like we always encourage people to like charge like $500 a month minimum. If you had a person that was paying you $500 a month, so $500 per month times 1 year, that's $6,000. Okay, times 7 years of that is $42,000 per client, right? What other internet side hustle can do that? I mean, you're not gonna get with e-commerce with one sale is not gonna give you $42,000. So you're not gonna do it with dropship, you're not gonna do it with e-commerce, you're not gonna do it with Amazon, you're not gonna do it with the social media marketing agency, because most times for a marketing agency, the clients will stay with you for 3 years, which is interesting because it's also a recurring revenue business. But since it's so based on like if you can make the marketing magic work, people don't stick with you for long because everyone has like weird expectations. But for accounting and bookkeeping, it's black or white. It's amazing. So that's why it's like I'm so passionate about telling people to do this business model, right? And it's just like, for anyone that's trying to go from 0 to about 15K per month, it's a perfect business model. Once you try and get past like 15, like when you try and get like to 40, 50, 60 a month, then that's where you need to have like a separate service like consulting. That's one of the reasons why I started my coaching business, was because for a lot of students, I recommend like you get your recurring revenue up to like anywhere between like 15 and 20 grand a month. That way, like all your bills are paid, you're living a really, really good standard of life. And then if you have any ambition to make more money, or you want to like retire faster, you do some form of like one-time payment. So for me, it's a mentorship program. For some people, it's going to be tax planning. For some people, it's like cleanup projects. It just depends. We even had a student where her one-time payment kind of thing was more of like insurance. It was like life insurance, so she got like a really big commission every single time someone like signed up for like one of her life insurance policies. So that's kind of how I think about the game, and that way it's like you can have that recurring revenue, but you can have spikes in your income, right? So I set my mentorship program at a certain number of students. So number one, I have the service level really high, but also it's a really good amount of money, you know. excuse me. And then yeah, so it's just like you just gotta kind of be prepared, but it's like you gotta get started, you gotta invest, you gotta move forward, you have to like take this stuff seriously, and as soon as you do, like your life can change very, very, very quickly. Like I mean, if you think about it, like it took me about a year to really go and get to 6 figures in my own business. So about a little bit over a year, about 14 months, I had like 15 grand a month in sales, right? But I haven't dropped below 6 figures any year since then. So it's like once you have it, you just maintain it, or you grow it if you want, right? And that's it. So take the time, get in the game, do the stuff that matters, do the stuff that counts, make it work, and you'll do this. Okay. Again, it doesn't take much to change your life. You just have to be in the game. You have to consistently be investing in yourself. Okay. Also, if you want some help growing your business, I have to get going because I have to go get up to this it's called tree running or something like that. I don't know. Some kind of thing in the trees where we're like climbing, doing obstacles or something. I'm on 3 hours sleep. 3 hours sleep? Because I had a investors event this morning, so I got in from the dancing late, and well, I feel like I got more than that. No, actually I didn't. My timer said about 3 hours 52 minutes. It was not enough sleep. Now I gotta go do this physical activity so I can lose some more weight, you know. So yeah, if you want some help and you want to like grow your business, go ahead and click the link inside the description either above, below the video. So this is for people where it's like if you've been starting your business and it's just not going the way you want, or even if you're thinking about starting your business and like you're serious, right? And you're overwhelmed with all the different options you have available to you and like all different things that are in front of you. If you want a simplistic path and a proven process to go and reach your goals, go ahead and click the link inside the description either above, below the video. Book a call with myself. Let's see if we can help you inside of a mentorship program, okay? I will talk to you soon. Have a good rest of your day. Take it easy.